Morning guys, welcome. Daily drive. So just bear with me 1 second, because today I wanted to kind of focus a little bit on the meeting situation, because I had a scenario. I just want to see what I'm looking at today. So if I put that up a little bit, I can't even use it. There we go. That should be better. Okay, so yeah, a couple of students have been getting close to the parked vehicles in meeting scenarios, and not just on the, it's not the side that they're getting close to, it's actually the parked cars, but they're getting close to them, like this red car behind them. So say for example a car is coming and I want to give way, what they're doing is they're coming all the way up to this car, coming all the way, and then coming out like this. So you need to avoid that. What you want to try and do is, let's say for example there's a car coming now and I wanted to give way. Obviously I don't have to here, there's a car behind me, so I'm just going to pull up a little bit for a second. So just wait for that, they've gone. Okay, you kind of want to give way from here, this position, this gap here. Okay, you want to go, wait, and then you come out like this. Okay, nice and easy, no pressure. Similar scenario, let's say for example this car is coming now. Okay, there's no one behind me, so I'm going to pull in. I don't want to go really close, so I want to keep about a car gap. Let's see this car coming now. Let's keep a car gap here, almost like, let's say less than a car gap. Okay, and then I'm going to let them go, and as I come out, look, nice and easy, I'm not getting close to that car. That car, a lot of students get close to. So I'll give you another example of what students will do. Blind bend ahead, so I'm just going to be cautious as I get around. Okay, so now let's pretend there's a car coming now. So as I come in, students are often doing this. They're waiting for the car to come, waiting for the car to come, and then they come out like this, really late. Okay, so if a car is coming now, let's say for example a car is coming, I want to be here, max distance, half a car. Okay, then I'm looking to come out, nice and easy, super simple. It can be that easy. This car's trying to pull out, I think. Don't know what they're doing. Let's see. Well, people signal. People do not signal. That's it. All right, so that's something really, really important. Let's see if we can come across more scenarios like that now, and then I can give you more examples. So really blind bend here, looking in the reflections of parked cars, looking round and going dead slow as I'm coming around, keeping the curb in mind. And then let's see what this car does. They're turning off. I'm looking around the corner, see if there's anyone there, and then I'm off. Okay, now we never go on the right hand side to wait. That's something important. So if a car is coming now and I want them to go into that gap, there's no one behind me, I'm going to wait near this gap with enough space to give them to come in and out. Okay, and that's how you can manipulate a driver. You make them, you come up to the gap you want. If I wanted to them to go into this gap, which I wouldn't do that, but I'd wait here, they'd go into that gap, I would then try and go through. That gap's too small for someone to really go through anyway, but that's just me giving you an example. They will do the same thing to you. They will try and manipulate you, and I use that word manipulate. It sounds negative, but it's not. It's the way you have to drive around here. So you're kind of enticing someone to go into a space that will make your life easier, or easier for both of you guys. Okay, so we'll go into this road here, see if there's any meeting scenarios coming up soon. There's one road I know that usually I get meeting scenarios, but it's not for me to give away this side as much as them. So let's see where they will wait. So you'll see a lot of experienced drivers, when they wait for you, they will wait really close to the parked vehicle, and students are often influenced like that as well, from their family members, etc., when they drive. So they often mimic that sort of scenario. They get really close to the parked vehicle and then they come out last second. Avoid it, stay back. The person sitting, the passenger who is going to be sitting next to you, will be the examiner. They don't know you, they just feel that they're getting closer and closer to a car, and it's not a nice feeling. So it's really important you guys hold back, give yourself distance, and we'll try and see now on this next road if we get any of those scenarios. It's typical like today that when you want those scenarios to pop up, they don't pop up. But this road, that one's coming, and all right, there's a car all the way in the distance, so I'm looking that far ahead. That's another thing, when you come into a road, look as far as you can. Okay, so that car's coming, all the parked cars are on my side, so now I'm going to try and find a nice suitable place to maybe pull in. Nice little gap here. Okay, and then I'm going to check behind me. I'm gonna come in, and as you come in, make sure you straighten up at least. I often have a little bit of an angle out, but straighten up, because what that does is it brings your back in. As you come in, it brings the back in. Okay, why is she not moving? Sometimes if you're in this scenario and it looks like you're parked, you can signal to move off as well. Okay, don't signal to come in, that means you're parking. Now moving out, look at that gap, nice and easy. Super simple. Again, remember, I am not, because there's no one behind me, I am not doing this. I am not going up to this car like this and then coming out last minute. Do not do that, okay? That is a big fault, and can lead to obviously big problems, because the closer you get, the worse it gets, the more likely you are to hit that vehicle, so it increases the risk, okay? You want to minimize your risk, stay back from cars. It's so important, people. So I hope that helps. They've got someone at the end. There's that new rule that we apply. I should not be telling him to go, so no gestures, no hand gestures, nothing. People do them obviously once they pass. I'm checking both sides, and that's it. Lovely. There we go. And we've got the pedestrian crossing. So look, there's a scenario just in front there where the car just moved out. So let's see if I need to do that, then that'll be a good example. So we are now carrying on ahead. All right, so, okay, I don't have to do it at the moment. Now we've got that bus at the end, okay? The bus is there. Look how far we have to look. Okay, it's a really good habit. That bus is there. This car's stopping, doing something. If the bus moves, it's gonna be a problem for me. Now he's coming out. Now another thing, there's this hazard here. I check behind, okay? That poor lady. Now, where the bus is coming out from, this is where the space is. I want the bus to go into this space. So I'm gonna wait here, okay? The bus goes through, little thanks there, okay? And then off we go. I do not want to wait here, where the gap starts. I call this the mouth, okay? The mouth of it. Don't wait right there at the mouth, because the bus needs space to come out of that and come into the gap. A lot of students do that as well. They come really close to where they want the vehicle to come out, but how's the car gonna come out? Well, how's the bus gonna come out now? So you need to make sure that you leave a nice gap from where you want them to go. Okay, hazard ahead, looking early. They're signaling, eyes on lights, remember? Okay. That was one of the things I was highlighting last time. I was trying to find that clip where I'd said that before, but that's really important, okay? So zebra is clear, and then we're continuing ahead. Now, potential meeting scenario, if there was a big bus coming, okay, the van could be a problem, but I'm slow enough. So another part of it is your planning. Can you adjust your speed before you get to that hazard, so then you don't even have to stop? And that's what students are doing when they're coming up to the parked car. They're kind of lining up so that they don't have to stop while the car is coming. But it doesn't always work. You need a lot of experience for that as well, because the car that's coming might be slow, might get stuck or anything like that. And if you're too close to that vehicle that's parked up, you're gonna struggle to come out. So nice big gaps always make your life easier, and then you'll find it straightforward. It's not hard, trust me. If it was hard, you know, I would have told you. But roundabout coming up, eyes on lights, he's not signaling, and then we're going to continue ahead. Okay, let's do this eyes on lights thing a little bit now. So parked vehicle ahead, he's got his hazards on, I think. I can't see the other side, so I can't tell if it's hazards. That's another thing as well. Oh, there you go, it's just a signal. Now, eyes on lights, everyone's braking. I'm going to slow down, check behind. Mini roundabout coming up, two of them. I'm going to be going left at both of them, okay? And I'll keep my signal on. And now that car's braking, I'm going to stay back. And now we're going to focus on the roundabout, okay? So if I can't see, I'm going to be patient. I'm not going to try and shadow this car, okay? You end up doing that later on when you pass your test, but you don't do that now. You want to make sure it's safe. Look for blockers. So that Mercedes is coming. I'm going to wait for that. White car, look at their lights, they're all coming towards me. I'm looking for a blocker. That BMW is a blocker, but I don't have an opportunity yet. Okay, so she's now going. Another car, look for another blocker. Looking ahead, the bike is a little bit of a blocker. See how he stopped him? So I don't have space in front of me to go. So I'm just gonna wait. This guy's not gonna let me through unless I edge forward. So let's see if I'm going to be a little bit naughty and edge forwards. So I shall creep a little bit, see if he's being nice. And make eye contact. So let's make eye contact. He's not looking, so he's not looking to give me way. Look at that truck, he's not going to be a blocker. That car's coming. Let's see if he makes, there you go, thank you very much. Eye contact really helps, okay? And look at this car, that's it, good. And then he's going into that lane, and then perfect. And then we are going to be going left again, clear as daylight. I'm then going to be changing lanes, and then I'm coming out here. With that BMW that just overtook me, you know, he had full right to do so, don't get me wrong, there was nothing wrong there. But you know how important it is to keep looking again. Suppose I wanted to change lanes there, and you know, that guy was coming around, that could have been quite disastrous. So you know, keep looking as you're doing the junctions, really important. So hopefully you'll minimize the amount of risk that's involved. So now we're going to be turning right into this road here, which is always busy. Another thing, try and keep your gaps from cyclists. They're more vulnerable as well, so motorbikes. So that he's trying to leave, wait till he's gone. Okay, so those two things are vital: eyes on lights and eye contact. I'm going to try and get through that little gap there, and off we go. All right, so pedestrian hazard, distance, people, distance from pedestrians. Do not get close to a pedestrian, or as I said to one of my students last time, don't accelerate to a pedestrian. So he kept repeating that, which is quite cool. Don't accelerate towards a pedestrian walking. So very important. Again, scenarios like this, if a car were to come, which they're not at the moment, so I'm looking, you know, I want a nice gap here, I'm waiting here, okay, almost a car gap, do not get closer. Okay, now let's try and mimic that scenario here, but I'm going to pull in early, okay, and then from here I'm coming out early. Okay, that car's there and there's a gap here, so I'm going to utilize the gap, and then they're waiting for me, and nicely done, easy. Okay, no one else is coming at the moment, and we shall be going left here. And look, eyes on lights. Anyone signaling? No. Eye contact, eyes on lights. There we go. I am double checking again. Do not take your eye off the danger. Okay, very important, really key, like key importance there. You've got to make sure you keep looking. Too many students, they look once, they're like, oh, happy days, I'm going, and things change drastically. So take that, take all that little bit of advice in mind if you can. Early morning, so my words aren't coming out as fluently as they should. So, but hopefully that's helped. Look at this vehicle here, and now I will be parking up. So just that little bit in the morning, hopefully you guys benefit from that. Eyes on lights are a huge thing. Make sure you are checking multiple times as you're leaving, and look at the drivers as well. Now the main takeaway obviously from today was a meeting scenario, and keep your gaps from the cars. So I hope that helps. I'll see you in the next daily drive. Bye. Stop recording.